Radio. Thalmor Radio.
I don't feel like doing my normal opening. Hi, it's Thalmor Radio. You know what to expect. You know what you're here for. You know what you're going to get. Okay, so sit in, strap on. Keep all arms and legs inside the vehicle at all time. And I want to talk about stuff. So holy fuck. Okay, I turned my phone off after playing the theme, but the autoplay turned on the Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries boss theme. So I had to stop it. All right, so Thalmoria v. Allen was opened. Lysander volunteered to defend. Nokia volunteered to prosecute. We got the date set up. Everything was going fucking awesome. Then Nokia messages me a couple days ago, says, Thalmor, look, this shit is too out of character. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I'm dropping out. And I was like, well, fuck. Because I have had a lot of trouble finding someone to step in for Nokia. In fact, I actually had trouble finding him an assistant. So here's the thing. I want to say this right now. Nokia did give me the name of a replacement. I have DM'd the replacement. Both me and Nokia have tried talking to the replacement. The replacement is not saying anything. So I'm going to say this, okay, for the people listening, for the people... I'm going to make a forum update in the thread about it too. I need a prosecutor. I need a prosecutor, like, quick. Because the trial is for the 16th. If we can't do it the 16th, then it's going to get delayed. And it's probably going to get delayed till January. And I don't want to do it in January. I probably can't stick to the 16th anyways, because the prosecutor is going to need time to build the case, and the defense needs time to review it. So I probably can keep the 16th date anyways, which sucks, because fucking, maybe the 30th. Maybe the 30th. I don't know. We'll see. Because here's the thing. Alan wants to testify, and I want Alan to testify. So I got Lysander's schedule, I got Alan's schedule, and I got the prosecutor's schedule. I got to make 3 in mine, although I'm not too busy on Fridays and Saturdays. So I got 4 schedules to work with here, and it's kind of gay. Alan will prosecute himself. You can't do that. I asked Decagon to do it. He turned it down. I might Hail Mary reach out to him one more time. If Decagon agrees, I will push it into January, because Decagon is awesome at it. Other than that, though, look, if you don't like Alan, step up to lead the procession to crucify him. Okay. I am a neutral arbiter as a judge should be. I need one person, one brave soul to step up and put in 20 hours of work in total between research and not even 20, more like 8 hours, and that includes 3 hours of trial. And who will put in one full work day of work. They'll do it. Pee-wee says, how do we raise enough funds to properly exercise justice? Okay, right now, who is willing to pay a prosecutor? Who will contribute to the Execute Allen Fund? Okay? Graybird says 10. Don't even waste my time with that. We're talking hundreds of millions. Okay? Even billions. Okay? I think someone's going to need to get money. Listener says, Thalmor, I'm going to demand a bribe to defend Alan if this keeps up. No. Look. I think people want to see the trial. I can't find a prosecutor. This is how I'm bridging it, okay? If you're unhappy that a prosecutor might get paid and you're not, you can resign from the case. Simple as. And I will try to find Alan another defense attorney. Simple as. So I'm gonna put it out here one more time. GVH says also Thalmor, I'll prosecute for I'm not even going to say that. GVH, that's gross, disgusting. Lenny Vest says I hear Polo G knows the court system well. Vast, we a surprisingly large number of KT members know the court system pretty well. So there you go. I need a prosecutor. I think if someone is a prosecutor, I can blast that out, and you will get people who will come to you and give you screenshots and agree to testify and everything. I think if someone just Nokia made it sound like he had quite a bit, but because the trial would probably take a pretty significant out of character slant, that's why he resigned. I understand why he did. If you can stomach that, look, I think if you're willing to stand up, you will have the evidence to at least try. All right. Moving on, the Thalmoria Christmas flag competition is up. Zig, do you want to touch on that? And apparently not. I think it's in the themed flag section. Yes, December Alliance flag competition contest begins. Rules for this round: the flag must be original, not fully AI generated, and be used on an Alliance page. DM me with a link to the Alliance page to enter, and votes will be done by Discord emojis. That's the best way to vote. All alliances over 5 members, including trading alliances, are allowed to enter. Prize will be 200 million to the flag designer. The runner-up will receive 50 million. Thanks to Yar for sponsoring. There you go. That sounds pretty good.
Hey, you're talking about flag things.
Yes, Zig. Do you want to? I just read the paragraph you posted.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything else about it?
Yeah. I think my plan. I think I'm going to actually do a nation flag this year as well. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to just post it on the forums and have people spam their flag and just go by upvotes and just let her rip, you know, and see if all the noobs will put absolute trash and pretend like it's good, and then have like 3 people that are actually talented. I think that'd be really fun. What do you guys think? Should I do that? And also, do you want to give me money so I can send it to people who are good at art? Great.
Zig. Vass asked, he doesn't know how the court thing is. So here's how it works. It's a back and forth between the defense and prosecution. But basically, you give your opening statement, and then you give the prosecutor will give an opening statement. The defense gives an opening statement. The prosecutor presents their evidence. So whatever log, screenshots, whatever you want to use, you show it. You give your commentary on it. Then you bring I'm trying to remember. I think then I forget how we do it. If we let the defense refute what the prosecutor says, or if we wait. I forget I forgot the order, but prosecutor brings up their witnesses, direct examines them, defense cross-examines. Then once the prosecutor is finished with their case, the defense presents their case, brings their witnesses, their commentary on stuff. Prosecutor cross-examines defense witnesses, and then we move on to closing statements, and then the jury deliberates. I mean, I try to keep it pretty similar to how an actual U.S. criminal court would be. And that is true. The prosecutor has basically unlimited discretion to bring whatever charges they want. It could be like someone could have controversy for like stealing a bank and like out character stuff, and then the prosecutor might just bring a charge or two on like lying about something. Like it can whatever the prosecutor. That's actually pretty powerful. The prosecutor the prosecutor can only prosecute behavior he thinks he can actually like prove to a jury happens. And then the jury has to find. It's like unanimous. Like the jury has to unanimously find the person guilty on each count. And there's a presumption of innocence. So bar's pretty high. I think we really refined the process really well with the past 2 trials we did, which was Borg, which was I think last year, and Tiberius, which was at the beginning of this year. I think we did a really good job having something both like entertaining, but also like really thorough and interesting. But yeah, I need a prosecutor. None of this matters if we don't have a prosecutor. Because if I don't get a prosecutor in the next week and a half, if by the 18th, so 2 days after the trial date, if by the 18th, I'm going to remove Nokia as prosecutor because he stepped down. I'm going to let the case sit, and then by the 18th, if there's no prosecutor, I am going to formally dismiss the case because none's happening. GVH, do you really want to prosecute? It's a criminal case, Lysander. GVH is typing. GVH, are you sure you want to do this, considering that? Well, I don't know. I guess he can do it. I don't know. He's typing. What's he going to say? He's typing. He's typing. I'm usually so awesome when it comes to defense, so I want to show I can prosecute. All right, well. Any other volunteers in the crowd who wants to prosecute? I will give GVH an assistant. It's also probably good to have a backup just in case, like you can't make it or something. GVH has the voice chat. The assistant does not, but it would be based if you could. No one is saying anything. So, GVH, can you have a list of charges by 8 Eastern Standard, 8 p.m. EST on 11? Turn over all of the evidence by the 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then be available for trial on December 16th, I think 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can you stick to those 3 deadlines, or do you need more time to get your case together? He is typing. I eagerly await a response. Still waiting. Still waiting. Oh. I'm going to go and discuss each one of the struggle with big batch data. Let you discuss each of what? While we're done litigating this, it'd be time to talk about politics and war. So I'm going to flip the coin and see what I'm talking about. Heads, I talk about politics and war. Tails, I talk about Tails, I talk about Dragon Ball. And it's Heads, another politics and war show tonight. So, all right. So Kigaz has become the head of the dev team. And so because of that, he's in a unique position to where he can tell us about stuff happening behind the scenes with regard. Oh, GDH, you need the court official role too. All right. So Kegos posted a thread and talked about. I don't know. I'm feeling lethargic. I don't know if I'm tired or what. I don't even feel like looking up the thread. But basically, Kegos said, "Look, we're doing generals. Maybe one big update every year, but Alex is like limited and Village is limited, and like be patient and don't have high expectations." And I like he made two threads. I like them both. I like that he was telling us what was up. I appreciate the updates. Love me some Kegos. I love the big K. I don't just mean ketamine either. I'm talking about Kegos. So there you go. Good to have an update. So I don't know what was said last week on Lion broadcast, but like there was supposed to be a war. It looked like there was going to be a war, and then there wasn't one. Camelot milled up along with like us and some of other Singularities allies, and hold on, let me look at something. Okay, they're different. Never mind. KT upgraded some O levels to M levels, and then there was a forum posted on a map. So it was all kind of crazy, kind of quick. Vast, do you want to come on and talk about what happened, Danny? He's typing. What's he going to say? Is he going to come on or is he not? Oh, I am on the knife's edge of anticipation. What is he going to say? He's good tonight. Oh! Okay, so all right. Well, and here's where the limits of like the show hit, because I kind of know like some stuff about like what happened. Actually, I can go as far as I can probably tell you exactly what happened, but I don't know if it's OPSEC or not. So I guess no one's going to know. I guess I don't know. I think it's pretty obvious what was going to happen, and it didn't happen. Vass says, "Go ahead." Oh, green light, green light. Go, go, go. All right. Oh, let me DM. Okay, so you might not be getting the full. Actually, here's the thing. I don't know. Let me see what's going to be relayed to me. So, okay, that's pretty easy. I wasn't even going to mention them because they're like irrelevant as well. Okay, no problem, Bass. That's easy to do. All right, so the Knights Templar received pretty fucking like rock hard solid intel, okay, that Singularity was going to hit us. Okay, Singularity was going to just crash on us like a nasty wave at a wave pool, at a water park. Okay, Singularity was like, this House Stark like fighting is like crummy. We need a real fight. Okay, what's a real fight around these parts? And so they went to Chat GPT. Sketchy went to Google and typed in Chat GPT, and he logged in, and he spoke to the ghost of the machine and said, "Chat GPT, on Orbis and Politics and War, how do I get a real fight for my members?" And the ghost of the machine, which is actually Beelzebub in disguise, pondered the question for a moment and replied back, "Sir Sketchy, seek out the Templars. They will give you what you desire." And Sketchy said, "Sounds good, fam." And we found out about this because we have insiders at OpenAI, and they were like, "Hey, you won't believe what the inquiries we just got were." And we were like, "Oh, that's fun. Okay." And we were not, it's as simple as, we were not going to let Singularity roll us. Singularity has 200 members. Their allies were mobilizing as well. KT, except for the Commonwealth, KT at that point only had O levels. So in terms of like outside support, we really didn't have any. And so get rolled by Singularity or not? We chose not. Vax upgrade those M levels and just put us within the span of 24 hours. Basically, put us in such a strong FA position where Singularity, it went from "we're going to roll you" to like nothing happened. And that's actually pretty fucking cool that Vax was able to just completely cuck Singularity from hitting us like that. I've never seen it happen. I've never seen it happen. I mean, maybe it has before. Again, I don't do this FA game. It's kind of gay and retarded. But I've never seen an alliance like prepared to get hit and then like not just find out about it, but then maneuver in a way to where it doesn't even happen. And that was pretty baller. So that was pretty cool. And so yeah. Then it's like, well, what do we do? Because it's like November, right? Do we just like stand around forever? Well, no. There's some talks, and then we agreed to demail and have like a nap to not kill each other. And I thought that made sense. So then we demailed, and we got another month of farming ahead of us. So there you go. Yeah, just cool. Now, are KT like the big pussy for doing it? I understand like the conflict avoidance angle, I guess, but like we knew it was coming, and we could have prevented it, so we did. And it's like I don't. What's the political value in just letting us get like dog smacked? So, hi, Belle. So I don't know. I think it made sense. As the founder of KT and the old soul who lingers, it's fine. I think it's fine. I had no trepidation behind the move. So there you go. All right, now here's kind of, I won't say it's the main topic, but it's really not. Okay, Graybird, that's fine. I will I'll let you come on. Graybird wants to come on and give some leaks about stuff. I'm going to let him. But before I do, actually, I want to talk about Graybird because Graybird has gotten some controversy. The OCN rank. Can someone also link to the OCN post in the chat? Their report about Graybird, so people can go look at it. Graybird got into trouble because OCN ran a story in which they said Graybird Graybird's a pedophile and something. So I don't know. They call him a pedophile. Posted some log, and the log consisted of Graybird saying something along. It's a couple different ones. One of them is Graybird saying, like, she was 15 and I was 18. I don't know. They look bad. I think objectively they look pretty bad. And so this got him, I think, kicked out of his alliance, and he just got in all sorts of hot water, and it's no good. And so the other day I was in Ron, and this had come up. Graybird was talking. Someone who hates Graybird was talking, and folks, the gang was on it. Okay, a team of Politics and War's best minds came together, and the question in the 8 ball was, is Graybird a pedophile? And so we had to get to the bottom of this mystery. And basically, we got 2 stories. One came from Graybird, and then the other one came from Neo, Cass, or something, who Graybird knows in real life and goes to school with, and who hates Graybird because the female subject in question is Neo's sister. So we got 2 stories from 2 different people. One is going to present himself in the best possible light, Graybird. The other one's going to present Graybird in the worst possible light, Neo. And so we asked them, we talked maybe an hour. I joined kind of late, though, to be honest. But even then, it was pretty good back and forth. I asked a lot of questions, got some answers to them. And basically, this is the gist of it. Graybird is 19. This girl is 3 years younger, currently 16. Since she was 13 and he was 16, she has caught his eye. He thought she was attractive, had a little puppy crush on her. And I think he was open as much about it or something, whatever the logs say. And this crush on this younger girl continued till the present. And he has her on social media. They I don't know if it's Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, but they have each other's social media, or they did. I don't know if they still do. And that's it. That's literally the whole story. He had a crush on her. He was vocal about it, and they hate on social media. That's the whole story. And I took issue with the pedophile label because, look, I understand a 16-year-old having a crush on a 13-year-old. Is that creepy? You know, maybe. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. At my church, there's a lot of generations at my church, but there's like a group of 13-year-olds. They doll themselves up. I guess it's just the culture. Young girls, they put on makeup. They make themselves look good. Do they look good? I guess so. I don't really do them that way, but I can understand someone going, hey, that's attractive. Whatever. Look, don't touch. A 16-year-old having a crush on a 13-year-old. A 16-year-old's driving, probably working. A 13-year-old's in high school. I mean, probably inappropriate, but like, there's worse things. You know, the teenage years. This is the time to like be finding out about like where the boundaries are, what's acceptable, what's expected of you. Whatever. I don't really care. 1916, man, that's like a high school senior and like a sophomore or junior. Like, I don't really give a shit. You know, that's a high school graduate still dating his high school girlfriend. Like, I don't care. That doesn't really bother me. But they're not even dating. Graybird and this girl aren't even dating. They're not even talking. Let alone fucking. There's nothing happening between them. So my contention is calling him a pedophile is wrong. And it goes actually beyond being wrong. You can think it's creepy. And I'm sure there are circumstances where a 19-year-old and a 16 is creepy. To me, it doesn't automatically set off alarms in my head. I'm like, I'm kind of like, what's the circumstance? 16, 13, that's a bit more, if I had a 13-year-old daughter, I wouldn't want her with a 16-year-old guy. But whatever. 16, 19, I'm like, whatever. But calling Graybird a pedophile is like, people very justifiably and very reasonably will get very up in arms and livid over anybody who is wrong to kids. People will have disagreements on discipline kids, okay? There's a lot of disagreement on, like, is spanking a kid an appropriate form of discipline, okay? There are no circumstance in which I don't want to be explicit. There's no kind of, like child molesters and those who sexually abuse kids, there is no tolerance for that within people at all. Okay, to the point where, like, even in prison, it's a very easy one up on someone if someone's in there for fucking with a kid, and they'll like go after him. They'll be socially ostracized if they're in medium security. If you have a lifer in there, the lifer will probably kill the guy if he gets an opportunity to, just because, you know, status. Like, what's you got nothing left to lose anyways, right? So people get very angry really quick when it comes to like the kid stuff, and with QAnon and like Pizzagate, you saw this. Okay, anything with kids, people get very like uppity about it real quickly. So when you call someone a pedophile, people have like a shoot first, ask questions later policy. Because after all, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? And so once that label gets thrown out, man, it's so easy for people to just run with it and take it for the person with the accusation to be, you know, socially punished, professionally punished, even before the facts come out. And I think if Graybird actually did, like, if he was 19 now and he was trying to fuck a 13-year-old or something, like, okay, fine. You know what? That's pretty fucked up. That he should go to jail, like, whatever. That's not even the case here. Like, in fact, it's so, the situation now is so far removed from what I just said that it's not even a comparison. Graybird did literally nothing. Graybird did get, so like there's the whole, well, Graybird stalked her. Well, no, he didn't. He had it on social media. First off, the stalk word came from Graybird himself, and I'm pretty sure he was being very like colloquial about it. Look, when you got a crush on someone, you check their social media, you know, pretty regularly. Okay, you want to know what's going on with them. That's what people do when they have a crush on someone. You know, I do it. Okay, like that's pretty normal. And that's just, if they're friendly on Facebook or if they're letting you follow them, look, when you put something on social media because you want people to see it. So when people go to check to see what you're posting, that's not stalking. Okay, this is all voluntary and fucking normal. It's called using social media. Fuck. But that was one contingent. People was upset about the ages, but like I don't think that's a problem, especially because there's been no actual communication besides very passive, like social media, like whatever. And by the way, Neo, who hates Graybird and is the brother of the girl in question, he did not contradict anything Graybird said. Okay, I mean, they argued some, but like Neo did not say, like, he did not offer up any facts that are worse than the story and the narrative I'm presenting. Okay, and if he wants to like say, look, actually, here's the truth, and like actually Graybird did do something, like, okay, you know, bring it out there. But he had an opportunity to end Ron in the in real life politics section. He did not. So that's why I'm so confident talking about this, because you had someone who hates Graybird and Graybird himself, two good sources, and this is the story. Nothing fucking happened. So don't call him a fucking pedophile. And because he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. It's inflammatory. It's irresponsible. And I'm this real. A lot of people are like, man, fuck OCN. I'm kind of like, whatever. I don't have a problem. Now it's like, okay, yeah, fuck OCN. The story is still up. A lot of people, here's the fucked up part. A lot of people are like, whatever. Graybird's a pedophile. Fuck him. Who cares? And it shouldn't be that way. Now, if you've been paying attention to Ron or listening to this, well, now you kind of know the story, you know the nuance to it. But like, there's probably still going to be a lot of people in this game who are going to be like, Graybird's a pedophile. Fuck him. You know, ban him from the server, kick him out of the alliance. Is Graybird even in an alliance? Have you found a home? You probably have. But I'm kind of curious if you're facing. He's in VM. Yeah, he's had to go to fucking VM. I'm sure he's been in VM for a few weeks. Okay. He was in VM before it all happened anyways. Gotcha. Yeah. Look, And this isn't even the first time this has happened. This happened, was it earlier this year, with the Royal Bastards. Alan of Micro Minute ran a story saying, oh my gosh, look at these pedophiles, da-da-da-da. And it turned out, not that nothing happened, but rather you had like these two dumbasses posting like completely tasteful like family photos of kids and be like, oh, this is hot. And they got like banned within the hour, and then the whole alliance got like pitched as pedophiles, which I kind of did contribute to. That's my responsibility. I shouldn't have done that. But it's like, it was two retards, and they got banned with it and kicked out within the hour. So it's like, you know, I felt kind of responsible. And even then, like, they weren't even... I don't even want to defend them, because they're fucking retards, and they should know better, and fuck them. But, like... But they weren't even posting, like, lolly. It wasn't even lolly. It was, like, it was nothing. It was nothing. Which Alan still says to this day, and he's the only one who says this, who will say there was actual cheese pizza posted. No one else says that, by the way. And I brought this up earlier this year. I was like, did anyone else see any cheese pizza? He said, yeah. No one else did, which I thought was interesting and makes me think Alan isn't the most honest of people. Throwing shade, you can't use my statements in court, though, because I'm the judge. I will not admit it. But anyways, I don't know. The pedophile label is very damaging. It's very damaging. Don't use it. Don't use it. There are only 3 times in which I ever want to see that be used. 1, there are like logs of like a player who is like knowingly above age, not even knowingly. If you have a player who's over 18 and he's trying to like fuck like someone 15 years old or younger in this game. If you have like some young player and an adult guy is trying to like groom him in Discord DMs, trying to make him his Discord kitten and like trying to meet up with him. If there's logs of that, yeah, pedophile, whatever, do whatever. Or if someone's like posting actual lolly, like actual uncensored hardcore like lolly porn, then they're also pedophiles. Fuck them. Other than that, man, probably don't use that label, honestly. Ultra says don't use it unless it's true. Yes, but the people's idea of what a pedophile is I think larger than what it should be, which is why I'm arguing for restraint here. And look, you can, outside of those 2 examples I provided, I forgot what the third one was. Outside of those 2 examples, you can still think Graybird is creepy. You can think he's weird, that he's sus, whatever. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You have a right to your opinion, man. I ain't going to argue against you. But don't call him a pedophile. So there you go. That's my thing. That's my charge to the community here in December. Be more responsible with your language. The word grooming is also, I think, maybe used too often, but non-politics and war and other things that I like observe, but whatever. Zeri says, I know about the report. I don't know what you're even talking about, Zeri. What fucking report? Eclipse, you're talking about Phoenix. Phoenix was the guy. He was a British guy, and he had an E-crush on Purple Elephant. And there were DMs in which he was talking about he wanted to get to know her. That's Phoenix, right? The OCN report. Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, no, Zeria, I don't really care. Well, maybe I will. I want to talk about Phoenix first, because really did have a problem with Phoenix, and I don't like how he got ran out of the community because he was disabled. The way he would talk, like I think Phoenix had a real problem. I think he was disabled in some way. He didn't seem normal. The way he would like talk, the way he would process things. He was an older gentleman, and he still lived at home. And I think he was on like welfare. Like he was not a normal guy, and so I think he was lonely. And it's like when you're like really like at home and you don't get out, especially as a guy, I think it's easy to develop these crushes on like that. And I think ultimately he was harmless. And she was older anyways. I think she might have been like 16 at that. And there were across nations, like I did not interpret what Phoenix said as like an imminent threat. Maybe creepy. Maybe creepy. Because the guy and like he was creepy. But he didn't have the same social awareness that a normal person would have. And I don't think he was a danger to people. He got outed by shifting this channel as revenge. Like, I do not remember the Phoenix story breaking here. I think it broke elsewhere. It could have broken here. It's been years. It's been like 3 or 4 years now, but it was here. Okay. Yeah, I felt bad for Phoenix because again, people were like, "Oh, what a fucking pedophile," and it's like, I think he's just a lonely, like, loser guy. I don't think he's gonna actually do anything, but whatever. And he's been gone ever since. I'm pretty sure I think he would be incapable of hiding his previous identity if he returns. So I'm pretty sure he's pretty gone. Firewolf to Shifty and Shifty posted. What a chain of custody there. Firewolf to Shifty. Fucking hell. All right. I think that's basically it. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's not. Graybird want to talk about Cypher. So, invite to speak. Graybird, you want to spill the tea on Cypher or something? I'm just going to give you the floor. Talk about, pop off, King. Your shit's muted. Unmute yourself. You're not server muted. It's on your end. I don't give a shit, Graybird, but I guess because you're the subject of the report, fine. I will let Syria talk. Fuck it. I'll invite him to speak too. Let's get all this shit out here, I guess. Make it quick, Zaria. I don't want to. I'm rating the show, so make it quick.
So, yeah, so since I basically own Ocean, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize to Graybird. I do, I do believe it's inhuman to call someone a pedophile, and there isn't actual proof of activity. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the report uh, with journalists and get it actually fixed. I I just now looked at the report and figured out what happened. So I wanted just to say I apologize. I never intended to actually have something like that up in Ocean, and I just want to say I apologize that happened, and we will take responsibility and make sure we do the necessary measures to make sure like nothing like this happens again. We actually write but not call someone a pedophile without actual proof. So yeah, I just decided to hop on to apologize to Graybird, and I will go ahead and personally look at everything. and figure out what to do. And I will make sure to message you and tell you what happens. That's basically it. Thank you, Thalmor.
Before you leave, Zaria, I want to tell you I'm really glad to hear that you take full responsibility for it. I like that you apologize. It's awesome. But I want to say, I think the right thing to do here would be to delete the story and issue like a formal like retraction and apology. Like do a complete 180 on the story. Delete the original and say, look, we said he was a pedophile. That's wrong, and we apologize. Do you think you can do that?
I'll probably see if I can do that since the reboot has like 40 reactions. So it's like bubbler, so we have to say something. We can't just delete it. I'm gonna go ahead now and actually look at the report. We don't actually want to do OOC report because in the future, like that will backfire. That's not really what I want. I don't want to do OOC reports and OOC. I'll see and discuss if I can have that deleted because I really think if it's deleted and we don't do OOC reports, it's gonna benefit us. I want to keep it politics and war only. And yeah, that's basically it.
All right. Thank you, Zaria. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. I'm just going. I want to keep the show moving. So I moved Zaria back to audience. Graybird, speak your piece on not speak your. You want about Cipher? Drop the tea, drop the logs, pop off. I'm gonna go get a drink.
All right then. So Daraj gave me full go ahead to leak a few things in regard to the Cypher Gov chats that we've been collecting the past couple days. Well, I, Sander, and a few others here know about them, but we haven't had them post yet. But he wanted me to have one specific one posted in the chat, and it has to do with uh, stealing members' holdings. Jimmy mentioning to him that it would be quite easy to do so, and basically walking Darash through how he would do it. And there's the screenshots for all that are interested. Um, there are others too that will be coming in the coming weeks. Uh, in response to the accusations from Daraj and the rest of, or not Daraj, sorry, George and the rest of Cypher, uh, me and Daraj have basically come to the conclusion that it was a plan formulated by George to remove the two of us. I don't know why I was included in the plan. Daraj thinks it's because I basically do whatever Daraj does and back him unconditionally. Um, and that most of the stuff that came out was just George taking advantage of something to accomplish his own political goals. Because from what I understand, Neocast did provide George with screenshots that had more content than was posted on OCN. So that was on George's part. That context was cropped out. Oh yeah,
Graybird,
uh,
your
Cypher. Was I not talking that entire time?
we only lost like 5 seconds. We got most of your stuff.
How do you know it was only 5 seconds?
Because I was paying attention, and you went quiet again. Just take 3 steps back and pick it back up. You can repeat yourself a little bit. That's
What was
fine.
the last thing I? What was the last thing I said?
Well, I wasn't paying that close attention. That says George political goals.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we're pretty sure that the whole thing was basically just a play by George to remove Daraj, to move up the political system of Cypher, and based on what I know, Neocast provided him with screenshots that had a lot more context than what was posted to OCN, So either OCN edited them out or George did, which George is a lot more likely. As to why we have that many holdings, Zig, it's because our economics department sucked. Yeah, Meganomics. We had a plan that would have been boosting everybody below C15 up to City 15 in just a matter of 2 weeks, but they shot that down because they don't like growth, I guess. I don't know. It's confusing. It was funny that all the grants that we handed out during our grant growth cycle were all to Gov members. It was quite the coincidence. Yeah, that is very true, Lysander. Mega did spend a lot of time arguing about bank terms. I'm also not hearing Sig or Thalmor. So am I cutting out again?
Yeah, your shit works. I was just letting you talk because I don't know how much you got to say.
Oh, okay. I was just making
Is that
sure.
mostly? Okay, I was just making sure.
Oh, there's a really bad echo now, Thalmor. Yeah, that one is one of my favorites.
How much more do you got? How much more material or content do you have to go over, Graybird?
A lot, dozens and dozens of screenshots that'll be coming out in the coming weeks. Alan, by the way, is Alan still here? He was here earlier.
Why are you dripping it? Why don't you just like shotgun it all out?
Because it's a good PR is to burn your enemies over time. If I post them all at once, it's a big thing when it happens, but then people forget keep leaking stuff, people get reminded and it doesn't go away. Is Alan still here? He was here earlier. Does not look like he's here. That is unfortunate. So I was going to tell him that George actually doxed Alan to our Gov chat, which is a thing that George loves to do is dox people. Let me find a screenshot of that too. Where is
And
that
so
one?
why are you beefing with Cypher? What's your problem with them?
Huh?
What's your
What's my
problem with
problem with
Cypher? Why are you beefing with them?
Oh, I really don't have much of a problem with Cypher except for George, Danny, and really anyone else that was involved in the allegations against myself. That's really the only reason I have beef against them.
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense then. Got ya. Anything else you want to go over or say? I'm just ready to end the show, so.
If anyone had it, if no one else has any questions, not really. Nope.
All right, audience members, do you have any questions for Graybird? Ask them now. Looks like nobody has any. So, all right, we're done. Graybird, thank you for coming on. You're muted again. I don't know what's going on with your setup, but that's okay. Graybird, I'm probably coming across as an asshole tonight. I don't mean it. I'm just tired and I'm just ready to end the show. So I just want to get through everything. I'm ready to, I don't know, probably play some more Resident Evil 4 VR. And I need to clean my house. Actually, I need to clean my house before I can play games. Actually, I probably won't have time to play games tonight. Look, I gotta do something. Well, look in the show. I'm not even gonna do a final call. I'm just done. I'm just done. Okay, we are done in this house. We are done. It's over. We're back. My favorite political streamer, Destiny, him and his wife are divorcing. That's kind of interesting. Shave your dang legs. I like my legs to be the way they are, actually.
Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalmor Radio. It's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalmor Radio. Thalmor Radio.